I want to show you the different options you have with your walls. So if we select a wall and we go into its dialog box here, you can see there's a lot of options, and a lot of this gets into some advanced settings. So I'm not going to go into everything, but I'm going to show you some basic stuff that you may be needing to use in your projects. So if you go here to your wall types, and here, these are all the built-in wall types that you can use, and you can also go in and change the parameters by clicking the define button. They've got lots and lots of predefined stuff here. So if you've got a shower wall, if you need to do a railing, you can go in and select railing and go to rail style, and you can make it balusters or solid or panels, and you can go in and specify all of this stuff as well. You don't have to use the defaults. That's one option. So in your wall type, you can make it into a pony wall. So, and you can set all of the parameters here. So it's one type on the bottom and another on the top. This works for exterior walls as well. Let's see. There's lots of other options in here. I'm not going to get into all of that right now. So that gives you kind of an overview of the walls. So if we go out of here, I'm going to cancel out because I don't want to change that wall. But another option you have here is this button right here is to make this wall invisible. So if you need to have a wall placed there for because something is going on in your structural and you need something above it, or you're making a room division and it's going to be two separate named rooms, but you don't want to see the wall there, you can just make that wall invisible. Let's look at that in 3D. So let's put that here so we can see it. And so if I go back over here and I make this back to a solid wall, there it is. Or I can make it invisible, and it's still got the room division, but and you can see it here, becomes a dashed line, but it's an open space. So that's one that I use all the time. So let's make that back into a solid wall. You can also go back into the dialog box here. You can make it invisible here if you want to. You can also tell it, this kind of does the opposite, the no room definition. What this does is that keeps the solid wall there, but it doesn't divide these two spaces. So if you want this to all read as one room, but still have a wall with maybe a doorway or something in between, then that's what you do. So it's kind of the opposite of the invisible wall. It's there, but it doesn't divide the room. And the invisible wall isn't there, but it does divide the room. So those are both things that I use quite often, depending on the situation. So I'm actually going to go back in to my settings and turn that off. Let's see. And then over here in our wall tool, these are all the different walls that you can just pick from. These correspond to those wall types, and so some are preset. So here's, we can look at what some of these look like here. Let's just draw some in here. Where's that popping up? So there's a pony wall with the glass on top. This room divider is the same thing as making an invisible wall. So if I were to draw that in, that would divide up those two rooms without a wall, without actually making a wall there. So that's if you need to divide the room up into regions or spaces. Sometimes that's handy in an open concept plan where you want to divide off a space for a dining area or something like that and actually have it named as a space so you can calculate your square footage and stuff like that. These are your wall options here, and various walls that you can use. So I just wanted to show you that you have different options here, even though I'm not using all of those options here in this project.